Welcome to GK class 10th. Today's topic is unique animals. Unique means rare. Today we are going to discuss various unique animals. These are Malaysian Flying Fox, Secretary bird, narwhal, king vulture, copray, civet. Now first one is Malaysian Flying Fox. Malaysian also known as Malian. Malian flying fox are very large bats and the heads have a distinctive fox-like appearance. Their head is reddish brown and their body is brown to black with yellow patches between the shoulders. Size: wingspan measures up to 1.8 meter. Diet: primarily fruit eaters, but they may also feed on flowers, nectar, pollen and leaves. Lifespan: 20 to 30 years. Habitat: prefers rainforest habitat and can also be found on offshore islands. They range from sea level to 1300 meters. Malian flying foxes are one of the world's largest bat species. Contrary to their specific name, Malian flying foxes are not vampire bats, they are fruit eaters. Flying foxes have long, sharp, curved claws on their toes which allow them to hang effortlessly upside down in trees. Malian flying foxes do not have the ability to echolocate but can use their sharp vision to locate prey. Bats are the world's only flying mammals. Other mammals may glide through the air, but bats flap their wings and fly. Next is secretary bird. Secretary bird, bird of prey of the dry uplands of Africa. The only living bird of prey of terrestrial habitats. It is a long-legged bird with a slender but powerful body 1.2 meter long and 2.1 meter wing spread. 20 black crest feathers make it appear to be carrying quill pens behind its ears. It has a light grey body, black thighs and flight feathers and white wing linings. Its tail has a pair of long central streamers. Its legs have thick scales to protect the bird from snake bite. Snakes are the main food of secretary birds, a diet supplemented by lizards, grasshoppers, mice and birds' eggs. Secretary birds hunt on foot, in pairs or small groups that keep in contact by hooting. They kill snakes by stamping them against the ground, sometimes dropping them from aloft. Next is narwhal, also spelled as narwhal or narwhal, is a small toothed whale found along coasts and in rivers throughout the Arctic. Males possesses a long straight tusk that projects forward from above the mouth. Narwhal lack a dorsal fin, and in adult the flippers are turned upward at the tips and they usually attain a length of 3.5 to 5 meters, with males being larger than females. Adult males weigh about 1600 kg and females weigh about 1000 kg. The narwhal is currently considered a stable species. However, due to the whale's geographically narrow habitat, it is considered vulnerable to changes in the climate. They are often hunted in Canada and Greenland for their ivory tusks. The current estimated population for narwhal is 25,000 to 45,000. Next is king vulture. The king vulture is the most brilliant colored New World vulture with varying hues ranging from blue and purple to red or orange on its head. Its wingspan can be as much as 6 feet and the bill is more curved than with other species of vulture. Males and females look the same. Other birds treat the king vulture as the king. For example, when it flies in, other birds will stop feeding and let it eat. King vultures have one of the strongest beaks out of all the American vultures, being able to open a carcass that the others cannot. This is why they often eat first, with the other vultures eating what remains. When it is too hot, the king vulture defecates on its legs, a cooling process called eurohydrosis. The closest relatives to king vulture are condors. A king vulture is the third biggest of the vultures in the New World. After eating, king vultures will fly a long way to a river to bathe. Kupre. The kupre, also called the Cambodian forest ox, the grey ox or the wild forest ox of Indochina, is one of the most rare species of wild cattle and may be the most endangered large mammal in the world. Kupre were not known to humans until 1937 and there has been no close observation of a kupre for nearly 50 years. Most of the information we have on the species today comes from a zoologist who studied and filmed the animal in the wild for 2 months in 1957. There are estimated to be fewer than 50 kupre left in the world. These low numbers are attributed to uncontrolled hunting by locals and soldiers, in conjunction with diseases introduced from cattle and loss of habitat. However, no kupre have been sighted since 1983 and during the last decade, several searches for the animal have proven fruitless. The 2008 IUCN reports list the kupre as critically endangered. There is no captive population. Civet. Civet, also called civet cat. Any of number of long-bodied, short-legged carnivores. Civets are found in Africa, Southern Europe and Asia. Rather cat-like in appearance, they have a thickly furred tail, small ears and a pointed snout. The coloration varies widely among the species but commonly is buff or greyish with a pattern of black spots or stripes or both. Civets are usually solitary and live in tree hollows, among rocks and is in similar places, coming out to forage at night. Except for the arboreal palm civets, civets are mainly terrestrial. Civets feed on small animals and on vegetable matter. Their litters usually consist of 2 or 3 young. The anal glands of civets open under the tail into a large pouch in which a greasy musk-like secretion accumulates. This secretion, known as civet, is used by the animals in marking territories. The secretion of small Indian civet and of the oriental civets is employed commercially in the manufacture of perfume. In addition, coffee beans fermented within and excreted from the digestive tracts of civets and enhance the taste of coffee. Now students, you must be able to give the answers of following questions. First, this large bird is found in Central and South America. It lives in lowland forest. Its head and neck are bald and its skin colors include red, purple, yellow and many more. It has a dark grey or black ruff and mostly white feathers. It has a noticeably fleshy wattle on its beak. Which animal is this? Yes, this one is king vulture. Now second one, these African birds hunt on the ground, often tackling poisonous snakes. The snake is held down with one of the bird's feet positioned just behind the victim's head and may be battered to death just from below of the bird's wings. Which bird is this? This is secretary bird. Come to the third question. This huge bat feeds on fruits, plants and nectar. It is known for being one of the largest bats. Like the other bats from the old world bat family, it does not have the ability to echolocate. Which animal is this? This one is Malaysian Flying Fox. Now come to the fourth. Only the male specimens of this small toothed whale found along coastas and in rivers throughout the Arctic and possesses a long straight tusk that projects forward from above the mouth. This spiraling tusk is actually a tooth. Which animal is this? This is narwhal. Okay, come to the fifth. This extremely rare wild ox from Asia was unknown to science until 1937. Presently, it is considered amongst the critically endangered animals. Possibly extinct, it was last sighted in 1969 till 1970. Which animal is this? This one is cupre. Come to the last question. Native to Africa and Asia. These cat-like mammals have a scent gland that secretes a greasy substance with which they spray trees and the ground to mark their territory. They are often captured and milked for the substance which is used as a fixative for perfume. Which animal is this? This one is civet. The megamouth shark is a species of deep water shark. It is rarely seen by humans and is the smallest of the three filtered feeding sharks alongside the whale shark and basking shark. Since its discovery in 1976, few megamouth sharks have been seen. Students, now write down the answers in sequence: king vulture, secretary bird, Malaysian flying fox, narwhal, cupre and civet. Thank you. Have a nice day.